Hi everyone, I am excited. It is the first day of National Poetry Writing Month. NaPoWriMo, I'm not sure exactly how people are saying that, but yeah, I'm going to write a poem in my junk journal every day for 30 days and share that with you. I've sort of gathered some special supplies actually. I don't know how long this is gonna last me. Maybe I need to get more for next week, but kind of started with this book that I'm gonna cut some stuff out of. It's this old library book that was rebound into this interesting cover here. I can tell it was rebound because it was cut off here, but anyway, it's been kind of loved and someone kept taping it back together and stuff. Anyway, don't go on and on that because you want to keep these videos somewhat short. And then I've just got some junky, that's a cutie thing, junk stuff here. I've been into stenciling. I definitely have some pages to hopefully do some book pages to hopefully do some erasure poetry from. I found this picture of Judy Garland that I could cut out. Yeah, those are kind of things that I'm setting on my messy desk. Oh yeah, I also found these hands that I might use. And this artwork that was gonna get ruined in the garage, so I brought it in, but this might not make it into the junk journal. I mean, none of this might make it in there. And then of course, just my regular messy desk. I've been on this yellow theme lately, so I thought I'd continue that. I've got yellow paint and writing utensils and stuff like that. And then my age-old trusty, I've got my do-it-yourself manual that I love to steal stuff from. And this magazine that I find so interesting. I don't know why. It's in French and English. Maybe that's why. And while I was in the garage, I also found my collage book of men. So I thought I would maybe try and use that too. All right. Oh, and almost most importantly, I am using Carolee Bennett's writing prompts, and you can find them. I'm sure I'll post a link on her website, and I'm super excited about that, but I'm not looking at the prompt yet because I want to fill my page up, because I think one of the hardest things about writing, especially writing every day, is staring at the blank page. So for me, the first step is to not make the page blank anymore. Sort of give myself some materials on the page if I want them, or maybe they're just decorative or there, they don't even have to be part of the poem. So that's what I'm gonna do first. And I think I am gonna start actually with this. I'm gonna cut this Judy Garland thing out. I don't know if I want to cut out. This is also a pretty big picture. It's gonna take up a lot of my page, but whatever. I don't know if I want to leave the purple or not. I've been trying to get another color in there besides yellow, but I'm not sure purple is the one I want. And also I have to cut out her hand here and it won't be purple, so. Oh, decisions. I'm going for no purple. I'm going to try and keep these videos as close as I can to an hour. I usually write for an hour anyway, or not write the whole time, but junk journal for an hour. This one might be a little bit longer because it's the first one, I guess. But yeah, so hopefully you have an hour to sort of, I mean, I guess if you're just really bored, you could just watch this video, but do your own little poetry writing, your own little, I'm calling it little, it's kind of rude, your own journaling or junk journaling or art journaling. Wow, look at that hair. God, I don't want to cut off her eyelashes. Who's this other person? I don't really care. Donald O'Connor. Sorry, Donald, I'm cutting you out. I'm sure you are an amazing person. If Judy Garland wanted you on her show. This is sort of sad, but I think my favorite Judy Garland scene, it's from a movie I've not even seen, I think. It's like this viral, I just saw it because it's like a meme or something. I've seen a lot of Judy Garland films, just not this one. Is that song and dance she does, I think it's just called I Don't Care. And I'll just like listen to it on repeat sometimes. Because it's just about like, I don't know, I guess it's about like being yourself. Oh, but it's also about like gender expectations. Blade is falling off. Maybe it's the wrong size, I don't know. How'd I do? Let's see. His fingers here. Your hair, Judy, I'm so sorry. Oh, yes. All right, Okay, this is gonna take a lot of the page up. Oh my god, I love that. Okay, so oh, don't be such a queer, Matt. Oh my god, okay. Alright, let's see. I'm just like super happy with just that on the page. Is this the way I want to start National Poetry Writing Month, with a really boring junk journal page? Maybe. And also my glue being stuck? Yep. Not to get too crafty, but I love this 3-in-1 glue from Beacon. I feel like it just glues everything. I never have to worry about what it's gonna glue. And also, it stays forever, and so far I haven't noticed any like yellowing. The thing is, I always lose the cap. There we go. I always lose the cap. And I kind of want her arm to actually like stick out past the notebook even a little. And I always lose my bone folder. Is that what it's called? I don't even know what it's called. It's lost, so does it even matter? They say Virgos have their own perfect organizational system. I feel that, oh, here it is. Right at your right hand, Matt. This is a junk journal that my friend Desi made me. And it's not like standard size, but it fits inside my like book that I keep all the time. So my wallet or whatever. Yeah, I'm excited to use this actually. I've been using it all through March too. Oh yes, okay. I don't know why I keep saying oh yes, but I just love it. I think too, I'm pretty excited about these prompts, so I kind of want to get to the prompt quickly today, and but for me it's not, like, prompts aren't always like enough to go off of, and I'll like, even though I try to start writing as soon as I read the prompt, I still get kind of stuck. So I think I'm gonna try and put some like words in here. Excuse me. And these are from Jeff Vandermeer's, a damaged copy of Jeff Vandermeer's book. That I was gonna do some like art stuff with, and I never ended up doing that. But I don't want any of these colors at all. I've been doing some erasure stuff. See, that glue dries pretty fast though. I got too excited. because I would have liked to like slide this under here. Ha 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 ha. Just said this glue held super well, and now I'm just peeling this right up as easy as whatever. Oh look, it kind of did something with the, gee, I sold you a beacon and now you're doing all kinds of weird things. Yeah, that's what I want. That's what I want. But I don't want glue on top. I have so many hands and hand washing in my columns. I don't know why I chose these hands here. Also, you know, Judy's hands are like prominent, I guess, in this picture. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna rely on my little honeycomb stencil. And I'm going to want this super bright yellow. Yeah, I guess I do. Whoa. I actually hardly ever use paint, but, whoa, this is super bright. But you know, I thought I'd give it a try. Oh, it just like took over. Weird. Pardon me. Why did I only put it on that page, I wonder? God, I did a bad job of stenciling. Wow, kids, that's how you don't stencil. Who cares? It's not like I'm trying to get this published. Because I want to line up, yes, okay. Maybe if I can get these to be clearer, the rest will seem like they are clearer. I think the sponge just isn't the way to go. Okay, so I hate it when this happens, but I love it when this happens because I just think that's so ugly and I don't want to live with it. So I'm gonna find a way to cover it up. I think. Or like you can always just do more. Oh yeah, I was gonna use this one. I should have done that. Oh, hello, Adam. Oh my God, yes. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm on the right track there. Where'd it go? Here it is. I want these words on there. Oh. Okay, I'm totally leaving these scraps to like use. I got my whole life ahead of me, 30 days at least, maybe if I'm lucky, I guess. Yeah. I really don't want these words on here right now. I could plan this all out, but that's not really the point of junk journaling to me. And also, I think we have this tendency to be precious about art and poetry and like, oh, everything's got to look good and be like perfect, which, I mean, I guess that is like a form of, is that a form of art and poetry? I don't know. God, man, you studied this. What did the poets say about perfection? I guess this one says, that art and poetry is about less than perfect. I don't know. I hardly ever used scissors before, and then Daryl got me these for Christmas. And maybe they're just like super sharp right now, but I think they're just amazing. They also kind of like look cool, I guess. All right, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling the pressure. I gotta like be at the office at 8 and I'm having a good time, but all good things must come to an end. So I need to get started with actual writing. Okay, I'm much more into this. I do kind of want more words. Jeff Vandermeer words? A yellow Jeff Vandermeer word? Sure, why not? Conjured, that's a word I would never really use. Cut that out. Oh, I'm a little shaky for my coffee. Birds conjured. Nice work, Jeff. A little poetic phrase. Conjured. I want extraction, but the paint is so wet. Okay, I'm doing a little planning here. Just a little bit. What words did this accidentally highlight? Believers. Oh. That will just turn into a poem about religion. Who cares, right? I guess. Maybe that's where we're going. Also, I don't have to use... I can try to use believers and then... I guess this is about UFO believers. Maybe I'll leave... Yeah, maybe I'll leave desert UFO believers. Yeah. This is like the smartest glue stick. It's square, so it doesn't roll off your desk. Who made it? I don't even know. Maybe I'll try and find the link. I love extraction. There's also words to borrow from here that I haven't read yet. Okay, I want a word like near. Judy's singing. Let's see. Fizzing? I like fizzing. Velvet ants and tiny emerald beetles crawled over them. Jeff Vandermeer's a good writer, y'all. The tall pines with their scaly ridges of bark rose on both sides, and the shadows of flying birds conjured lines between them. The air was so fresh it buffeted the lungs, and we strained to breathe for a few seconds, mostly from surprise. Surprise? Maybe. If you don't work in a bookstore and have access to damaged books, you can definitely photocopy pages if you have access to a photocopier. Okay, I am ready. Using my Micron plastic nib so that I don't, because I pressed down too hard. One is sort of dead, the other is not. Okay. All right, here's the prompt. Prompt 1. Don't look at prompt 2. Oh my God. If I only had a brain. In the immortal words of Scarecrow, when introducing himself to Dorothy, my head all full of stuff in, my heart all full of pain. Write a poem which your skull contains something besides a brain, and your chest holds something other than hearts and lungs. What's it like? What can or can't you do? What new dreams and wishes do you have? Does anyone notice? Does it affect your relationships, your job? Oh yes, okay. I think dealing with the prompt in the same way that the stuff on your page is there is like really important to me. Like, I want to stay as true to the prompt as I can, I guess, but also I have to make it my own. So things that like come off of it, I want to like quickly latch onto that too. I knew it was going to be about religion, but whatever. Excuse me. Don't like my computer to be nearby. Partly because it makes those dings, and partly because then I'm like tempted to look shit up on the internet, which I don't really want to do. Jeff, I'm thinking about those emerald ants. The Emerald City or something. Oh, there goes my laptop sliding off. I might see if I print out the prompts. Then I'll read them, and I don't want to do that. Okay, so I'm stuck, and I'm hoping that reading this will unstick me. After capital G-O-D was extracted from my brain, of course a cavity opened up. The devil's sinkhole, the believers cried. Ruin, they cried, while a horde of free-tailed bats rose up in circles, dancing to the song of the sun fizzing out. Song like Judy Garland, song like UFO. I strengthened my hands by hanging from edges so I could spelunk down inside my own cave, now filled with guano and the glittering beetles that feed on it. There, I also found a slender tunnel, a canal that curved into another chamber where my heart ought to be. And there, among the horns of the stalactites, was an organism? Shaking? God, hands everywhere. There's also a hand here, wasn't there? Yeah, I strengthened my hands. What are you? I'm going with pool, which isn't on this page at all, but I have this picture. Which doesn't need to be on this page, who cares? So this might need to be, which ones come from the ceilings? Stalactites. I guess I mean to say stalagmites. want to get a little cute here with some letter stamps, but I don't think I have small enough stamps to fit there. I think I can make it work. I just have to do some digging. Oh God. Found these ancient stamps at the thrift shop for like $7. And they're a little dusty. And this is going to be slippery. Oh my God, that's the best stamping I've ever done in my life. I'm such a bad stamper. Why am I whispering? I don't know. Yeah, never mind. I know I have an exclamation point somewhere. I love exclamation points. Exclamation marks, exclamation points. Oh, I know you're here somewhere. I know you're close. I should probably clean these stamps. I think you're supposed to do that. label this. I think this is my 269th. You know, should I just label it 1? I guess I should. I'm gonna do that. I'm totally gonna do that. Starting over. After 268? Yeah, I guess so. Here we go. Oh, this cute washi tape, but it's like stuck here. And I'm very far away from 1. Maybe I can save these numbers. Oh, 1 is right there, Matt. Is this a poem? Who cares? I don't care. But maybe it will become one, or maybe it won't. That's not the point. It's just, the point is we sat down for an hour. Yeah, 58 minutes. And we spent some time thinking about stuff. We're not thinking about stuff. Doing a thing that is creative. Put something out there. We worked on our own creativity. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Don't be preachy, Matt, but yeah, who cares if it's a poem? Go listen to Judy Garland's I Don't Care. I think I'm gonna read it and see what it sounds like. After capital G-O-D was extracted from my brain, of course, a cavity opened up. The devil's sinkhole, the believers cried. Ruin, they cried, while a horde of free-tailed bats rose up in circles, dancing to the song of the sun fizzing out. Song like Judy Garland, song like UFO. I strengthened my hands by hanging from edges so I could spelunk down inside my own cave, now filled with guano and the glittering beetles that feed on it. There I also found a slender tunnel, a canal that curved into another chamber, where my heart ought to be, and there, among the horns of the stalagmites, was a pool, a very busy pool. God, what a pool, and all those bodies climbing up and down the pool ladders, those thick curves of shining metal, and flinging themselves off the diving platform. It's like the 70s, where everyone is showing a lot of leg, and they mill by the pool, and their echoes bounce off the water, and the orange rays of the sun shape all the sounds into a dripping honeycomb. It sounds like July. It sounds like Judy. I don't know, kind of into it. I guess before I go, because I'm close to an hour, I have been doing this thing where like I've been reading what I wrote and then thinking about revision already, which you shouldn't really be doing, but maybe I'm in a rush to like, what are you in a rush for, Matt? Maybe I'm in a rush to like try and get stuff published. Don't glue your pages together, y'all. So I've been writing these notes to my future self, which I think is partly about revision. You know what I don't have on my desk? There's paper clips. Okay, I need them for a paper clip. No, I want a gold one. Which is partly, these notes to my future self are partly notes about how I think I can revise this. I think this section, the pool section, I think maybe needs to be like longer. and the climbing, the hand climbing. Maybe like more sensory stuff. I don't know. Oh, Matt, you didn't wait till it dried, and now there's fingerprints everywhere. Part of writing these notes to my future self is about revision. But God, everyone, this pandemic, it just keeps going on and on. And I think it's just nice to like think about yourself in the future where, God, it's just got to be better than this. Thanks, everyone. See ya tomorrow.